I mean, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are measured on a different level, right? You look at Mike Tomlin's career. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won one consistently in the playoffs. He's been in the AFC Championship. And so we keep talking about the Steelers not getting over the hump. I mean, nobody talks about the Green Bay Packers. Nobody talks about these other teams who don't even make it to the Super Bowl. Obviously, when you play in the same conference as the New England Patriots, you're going to be compared to them. But they've been highly successful. You see they made the move from Todd Haley, but I feel like offense wasn't the issue. This defense has to get stops in order for this team to progress and this team to move forward. And I think they can, and I think that's something they'll work on now. Because running back's a different position. I don't think Le'Veon wants to be paid as a running back. He wants to be paid as a star running back and the number 2 wide receiver. So that's a different price. I know personally he was offered a deal that would pay him over $12 million, and that wasn't something he wanted. So I think that you need to find a number that works for the team, a number that works for Le'Veon, because he's deserving of a huge contract. He's deserving of a commitment. I think he's the best all-around running back in the NFL, and I believe they'll get it done. Well, I think it's about productivity. And when you talk about the way that Antonio's produced over the last 5 years, it's historic. It's not a guess, it's not an opinion. The numbers say that he's the most productive wide receiver in NFL history over the last 5 years, and you can't dispute that. You can't try to talk it away. You watch what he did against Jacksonville and the catches he made, even though he couldn't create the separation that we're used to seeing. You saw Antonio make impactful plays in that game, and he's only shown his worth year after year, and it's through hard work, it's through dedication to his craft. We're getting to see the benefits of that. He is, and he has room to grow. I'm not saying that he's played the best of any cornerback, but I think he has the best toolbox. And if you got the tools to do certain things, when you continue to work on those things, it gives you the opportunity to be the most impactful. He's long, he's fast, he's made in that Patrick Peterson mold, but maybe a step above because of his aggression, because of his confidence, because of his tenacity. And so I'm excited to see where he goes from here. But if you look at this year's defensive backs, I mean, he's rivaled maybe by the guy on the other side, A.J. Bouye, obviously. Pat Peterson is huge. I saw Casey Hayward arguing numbers with him. It's not about numbers all the time. It's kind of about the impact and the way people see you, the way people approach you. And Jalen Ramsey has ascended to that Deion Sanders type level. I think the Eagles, I didn't expect them to beat Atlanta. I didn't expect them to beat Minnesota, and they've done that. They've shown that it's about team. It's about what you can accomplish as a whole. And it's been amazing to watch Doug Peterson, Frank Wright, Nick Foles ascend throughout these playoffs. And it's been fun. And I think people need to start giving them a little recognition and a chance at winning their Super Bowl, because I think they'll be in it. I would say probably the best was on Wednesday when we played Arizona in the Super Bowl. You get picks at practice because you're playing against a scout team. We didn't transition. We didn't block. Guys didn't run it back. We would catch it, punt it, throw it, or whatever. Thursday morning, Dick LeBeau comes in and says, hey, I'm pissed off. When you guys get a pick, when you guys get a turnover, I want you to transition. I want you to block. I want you to run. And then we get in the Super Bowl. James Harrison gets an interception in the end zone, and you watch everybody transition. You watch everybody block. And to see kind of what Coach LeBeau said manifest itself into a huge play in the game was probably one of my biggest moments. To me it is. Obviously it's Antonio later, which was a huge play. I think the time makes it different. But just from a physical standpoint and what transpired, I think James has the greatest play in football history.